What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is an absolutely beautiful Monday morning here in Arkansas. I just wanted to log in and let you know that I love you and I care about you and I'm thinking about you and that you are a bad motherfucker. Regardless of what you convinced yourself of because of whatever's going on. You're a motherfucking badass. Just think positive and be positive and act proactively. Think about things just a little bit before you react to them. Ask yourself twice, is it worth it? Whatever's going on, is the consequence or the reaction to my reaction, is it worth it? Most of the time, the result you're going to get for acting rashly, it ain't worth it. Then again, sometimes, well, there's a little bit of satisfaction in punching somebody in the nose. But never ends up right. There's no excuse for violence, really. Not today. I mean, you know people are going to get their just desserts one way or another. You worry about you and yours. Don't worry about retribution. Retribution comes. Ka is a wheel. Shit happens to those who spread shit. It'll come back. Tell you what. President is, well, there's all kinds of stuff happening now. The Mueller report is fixing to be finished. Well, it's probably finished. It's fixing to be released. And I have a feeling they're just waiting for Trump to get back into town. Meanwhile, we've got him almost, well, he's about to wrap up negotiations with China. We'll see what happens there. Anything we do has got to be better than what we had. They get rid of the stealing people's intellectual property and kind of getting some reciprocal trade. I think we'll be all right. Oh, and getting rid of fentanyl. We got to do something about these painkillers. There's so many painkillers out there you can afford to use them recreationally. Then, yeah, there's something wrong with the way we're prescribing painkillers. You got the most addictive painkillers in the world given to people who are going to use them long term. Now that's fucked up. You're ensuring you're going to have a customer, I guess. But I don't see where that's right. That's the way to deal with it. We'll get this medical marijuana going and maybe that'll help people. They'll stay stoned all the time, but they'll be able to function. They'll be high functioning and not falling asleep in their food and shit like, well, painkillers do people. Man. Got the president gonna leave. Well, he's in a governor's conference. He made a speech last night at the governor's conference, and he's going to go back and eat breakfast with them in the morning. Then he's going to go, and he's going to Hanoi, Vietnam. He's going to meet with Kim Jong-un. And regardless of what you think about that meeting, I can tell you, it's historic. Shit like this ain't happened before. He's already trying to get South Korea to try and host the Olympics with him together, both countries. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome? Still, you've got Democrats running on things that Trump has already fixed. They're talking about prescription health or prescription drugs coming down. They're talking about right now prison reform. The president has a woman who is the deputy director of HUD who is living in a HUD apartment complex. She was stuck in an elevator the other day. This right here is, he's got people who are learning. She's going to come back and tell Ben Carson. Ben Carson grew up in one of them places. He don't need to be told. But they got somebody high up who's willing to make a report and go through that shit. It's fucking awesome if you ask me. We got the president who is at 95% approval for Republicans, and overall 52% the public approves of President Trump, because he's a bad motherfucker. Like I've said all along, if he didn't have all this negative coverage, if he didn't have all this lying bullshit, if he didn't have Adam Schiff saying there's clear evidence of collusion, and the only reason why they want this Mueller report released unredacted is so that they can use these other people to go after the president, because the president isn't guilty of anything. They want to try and get him on anything. They want to try and use this fucking shit. It's not going to work. The president ought to just classify it. Fuck him. Do like Barack Obama, carry it and put it in his presidential library. So 10 years after he dies, that shit's be released. Like Obama, he took all his shit and put it in his presidential archive. That's their way, the swamp way, of making sure that their ass isn't caught for the shit that they did while they were president. Meanwhile, they could just fucking research what happened and what he said and what he did. What we need to do is make it a law. You lie to the public and you're going to get caught up in it. Politicians need to learn to be truthful. We need a law saying politicians have to be truthful. All right, I'm going to get off here. I got to go to work. It is a beautiful Monday, like I said. I sure hope all of you know that I love you and I care about you and I'm thinking about you. And that all you got to do is go shake someone's hand, give them a smile, feed them a cheeseburger if they're hungry, give them your jacket, a pair of shoes, because you got another pair at home. Be strong. Have a good one.
Lil Doggy.